The woman, in a desperate attempt to survive, decided to bury herself alive using advanced technology. As the laser scanner moved across her body, a tight, impenetrable membrane wrapped around her, sealing even her head. She thought her body would now enter a dormant state, but suddenly, the pod malfunctioned. A violent suction pressure started pulling from inside the membrane. She struggled hard, but the film, despite being paper thin, was impossibly strong. Just when she thought she would suffocate, she managed to tear a hole in the membrane near her mouth and gasped for air. Oxygen filled her lungs as she frantically unplugged the tubes and wires connected to her body. Suddenly, the lights inside the pod flickered on, and an AI assistant booted up. It warned her that oxygen levels were down to just 35%, but the woman couldn't even remember why she was here. The tight space and chaotic medical setup left her in panic. The assistant reminded her that this anxiety would only increase oxygen consumption, but she couldn't care less. She needed answers. Fast. Flashes hit her mind. She remembered being wheeled into a hospital. If she had been sick, there should be medical staff outside the pod. She screamed for help, hoping someone would hear her, but the oxygen gauge kept dropping and no one came. No response. Nothing. With no other option, she forced herself to calm down and started looking for escape alternatives. She asked the assistant about her identity, and it simply replied, "You are subject 267. It then projected a digital image of her face. But this didn't help jog her memory either. Suddenly, she realized maybe the AI could open the pod for her. She immediately issued the exit hibernation command. It started processing, then prompted her for a password. "I don't have a password."
Merci de fournir le mot de passe administrateur pour continuer.
Je l'ai pas!
Blocked again. She then tried calling for help. This time, it worked. The emergency line connected, but she had no idea where she was being held. Even worse, the police said they couldn't trace her location. Still holding on to hope, she searched every corner of the pod and finally found a serial number. But the police checked the database. It belonged to a pod that was officially destroyed 3 years ago. Her anxiety spiked, blood pressure rising, heart rate accelerating. The AI warned her, if this continues, the pod's oxygen, which should have lasted 72 minutes, will now only last 43.